What's good, ladies and gents? Welcome to the MKO Pugilism Boxing channel where we talk all things boxing. Remember to like, subscribe, hit that bell notification, put it on all so you get notified of all the latest content as and when it drops on the channel. So without further ado, let's get into it. So this weekend coming up, it is fight week. Fight week is pretty much nearly at an end now. We're on Thursday evening now, so yeah, we're gonna have the big spectacle, bit of a circus, bit of a crazy show between Tyson the Gypsy King Fury and Francis Ngannou, and this is so-called the battle of the baddies. So the top guy in MMA, the former UFC heavyweight champion, faces off against the lineal heavyweight champion and WBC heavyweight champion Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. And we've got Ngannou coming in there now with a 0-0 record. Apparently, although this fight's not on BoxRec, it is going to be allegedly a proper fight. So it will have a winner and it will have a loser. And that's what's happening. So we've got Fury versus a guy that's never laced up a pair of boxing gloves before. He claims to have had amateur experience. There's lots of opinions flying around about this fight, and it's one of those that, in my view, talking about it, it should not be in the slightest bit competitive. It should not be competitive at all. And as far as Fury's concerned, to me personally, this is just simply a money grab, a cash grab, where he can earn an absolute fortune while fighting somebody who has, you're talking about maybe 1% chance of actually beating him. Now, Ngannou, they've been going on, and Frank Warren and a lot of these other guys have been going on about Ngannou hits so hard. He hits harder than Wilder. He's in the Guinness Book of World Records for having the hardest punch in the world, in history. No one's ever hit harder than him. And I mean, listen, that stuff, I don't buy into it myself. Could be true. Maybe he does hit harder than what, who knows? But when it comes to something of this nature, all of that stuff is essentially, it's just irrelevant, because it doesn't matter how hard he hits, because he doesn't have the skill set to land anything significant on Tyson Fury. I mean, all the fighters over the years and whatnot have all fought guys who punch harder than them. Mayweather, Ray Leonard, Jarrett, all these guys that you want to reel off, Muhammad Ali. Everyone's been in there with someone that punches very hard and punches harder than them. And, you know, for some of these guys, for the top elite guys, they can ride the shots. They can take that shot. And then what you're going to do? And with Ngannou, that is literally all he's got. He's just got a puncher's chance. And to be honest, I don't even give him that, really, because I think Tyson Fury is just too experienced and just simply too good to even lose a second of a round, or even one round, to an absolute novice who has no boxing technique, who has no boxing background. You know, respect to the mixed martial arts, in that if it was in a cage under those rules, Tyson Fury would be destroyed, absolutely destroyed in a cage. He could not deal with Ngannou in his environment in a cage. But this is not Ngannou's environment. This is Tyson Fury's environment. This is a boxing ring. So as far as it goes for me, I'm expecting Tyson Fury to, at the very least, stop Francis Ngannou, and I'm expecting him to do that within around the first 6 rounds of this 10-rounder. I'm expecting it by the halfway stage. I think Ngannou would most probably have gassed, and I'll expect Fury to have landed consistent hard punches over those first 4 or 5 rounds, and then I'm expecting him to just take him out in or, you know, around 5th or 6th round, around that midway stage of the fight. I'm expecting Tyson Fury to, at the very least, stop Francis Ngannou on his feet, or with it, or knock him down a few times and the referee waves it off. If not that, then probably knocks him out cold, and that's not because Ngannou's not a tough guy or anything, but that's because he's out of his depth, he's out of his element. I mean, it's the type of thing where I'd say a good journeyman probably beats Francis Ngannou. You know, anyone, top 15, 20, 30 in the world will beat Francis Ngannou at this point, because it's not that he doesn't punch hard, it's not that he's not a good athlete, it's just that he does not have the skill set, he doesn't have the experience, he doesn't have the know-how to deal with a boxer. So any half decent boxer at this point at heavyweight would beat him. British level guys would beat him, would deal with him quite comfortably. And it's not because he's no good, it's just because he's a novice. He doesn't have what it takes. So when it comes to Tyson Fury, arguably the best in the world today, arguably the lineal, and arguably better than Alexander Usyk. They haven't fought yet, so whatever. But that's what I'm expecting as an outcome. Tyson Fury to stop or KO Francis Ngannou in the first half, within about the first 6 rounds. And in my opinion, maybe you disagree, maybe you agree, but if Tyson Fury does not get rid of this guy in that sort of time, around the first half of the fight, and if this goes long, if this goes to the distance, then to me that's kind of a damning indictment, and that kind of makes Tyson Fury look bad. Because Tyson Fury is one of those guys that, one thing I like about him is that he does get the results that he's supposed to get. Went in there against Dillian White, talked about knocked Dillian White out, went in there and went against the grain in the second Deontay Wilder fight, got Wilder out of there. So for me, he's one of those guys that does produce those results and undefeated, and he can turn it on, he can turn aggressive. We saw what happened with Cunningham, who put him down, and then he turned it, he changed the fight. So I'm expecting Fury to get rid of this guy relatively early, within the first half of the fight, and then that should be all she wrote. But anyway, let me know your thoughts about this in the comment section below. What do you think is going to happen? Will you be watching it? I'm one of those guys that I'll be watching it. I'll be keeping an eye on it, because the undercard is pretty good as well. The main event's a bit of a joke, but the undercard is pretty good. So it's piqued my interest. I'll probably be tuning in and at least seeing what happens there. Let me know your thoughts. And until next time, it's MKO Pugilism, over and out.